Today I'm coming to you from the TWA Hotel at JFK in New York. It's the old Eero Saarinen designed TWA terminal that's been turned into this most beautiful hotel. Not only is it an architectural gem, but the other reason why we're here today is because there are loads of beautiful classic cars. Starting with this lovely baby blue Chrysler just behind me. It's gorgeous. It's a four-door sedan, looking very lovely in this baby blue. Lots of yummy details. And there's also Lincoln Continental, Citroen's Traction Avant, and a Ford Pinto that's just to my right here. I'm going to show you them all and more beside. Please do let me know what you think the thoughts are. Comment, like, share, and do subscribe. Arriving by foot at the hotel, you're greeted by this Citroen Traction Avant. It really ought to be a DS. The Traction Avant dates from the 30s, but the hotel itself, which of course was the TWA terminal, dates from the late 50s and actually opened in 1962. So this Lincoln Continental is way more appropriate. Let's look inside. It's beautiful. It's just a masterpiece. It's stunning in its simplicity. And the hotel brings out all the best features, from this sunken lounge where, yes, I did have a cocktail, to the beautiful guest rooms that look over to the architecture of the original building. This sky bridge is gorgeous. I love it. And there's also this, I think it's a Constellation aircraft. Comment below. I'm not very good in aircraft. There's gorgeous details around everywhere. The Lincoln Continental. It's a beautiful beauty. It has to rate as one of my top 10 car designs of all times. It's this beautiful simplicity. It's quite blocky, I suppose, if you look at it, but there's little elegant details everywhere. It's gorgeous. And look at that. Those lights, the flat deck, the four doors. I really do adore them. They're notorious, of course, for poor JFK was assassinated in one of them, but in this instance, it's much more like the car that appeared in Goldfinger, the movie. So it's appropriate that that should be playing when I was there. And look at the beautiful blue and white VW Combi, traveller, bus, whatever you want to call it. I think it looks just darling and just dinky. It looks like it could pop in the boot of that Continental. Yet, look, how many seats? I know, 9? Bit of a cramp, but hey, nice. Back to the Continental. Yummy, 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 yummy. Let me just have a look at it again. Even the script is beautiful. And look at those disc wheels. I do like it. And yes, that grille, those 4 lights. Oh my goodness, delightful. Now, is it just me, or does anyone else feel twitchy seeing that one driver's door window up? I guess it's to stop people getting inside, but it really is annoying. Now back to the Traction Avant. It didn't really bear close inspection. It's quite rusty, bless it, but it's still there, sporting its original French number plate. I understand that older cars from Europe can be imported after, I think, 25 years to the US without type approval. This one does have side indicators, so I don't know if they were sold for when they were new in the US, but here it is. Oh, now this is slightly different. It's a Honda CRX with the sun top. Oh, and a Jeep Grand Cherokee in army green. Now back to that Ford Pinto. Look at it. It's that cheerful red with a gorgeous white roof and a little white stripe. It's great. These were introduced in the early 70s by Ford as a compact, and they're really quite small, so it must have seemed tiny at the time. It still looks pretty compact now. And right behind it is this beautiful, as I've said, Chrysler Newport. Whilst they look super glamorous now, actually at the time, this was Chrysler's entry-level model, probably more like a sort of Ford Mondeo or Vauxhall Insignia of its day. But look at these gorgeous mid-60s details. This one's probably from about 65, 66. look at how that rear lamp wraps round into the corner there. I really, really adore that detail. It's just beautiful and way lovelier than it needs to be honest. Especially if it's an entry-level model, but there you go. Design was everything. Look, 6 seats in sort of a 3-seater bench format, as you did in the day. Really nice. Lots and lots of chrome, but actually quite understated and really borderline subtle. It's still absolutely ginormous. This is quite a long walk back. I think it's got a 3-speed automatic torque flight gearbox. And look, there's a close-up of the bench seating. And that detail from the rear where the lights turn round, it's echoed in the front grille as well. I really like that. That's my kind of design detail that follows through in design detail. Why not? That big grille. Is that a big grin or is it a grr? I don't know, but I like it. Oh look, and here's a modern Jeep Wrangler in a lovely Rubicon spec with bright, cheerful blue. Now that Pinto just behind it is a modern day Lincoln. We're going to have a little closer look at that in a minute, but again, look at that Pinto. I don't think I've seen very many of them. They're not really a car I know that much about. They do look really quite compact. Ford must have been delighted when the fuel crisis appeared and they had the Pinto. Oh, did we close up? No, we've got to zoom in. Look at that hilarious brake handle. You do not want to catch yourself on that. Now look at this Lincoln. It's a Lincoln Nautilus. It's related to the Ford Edge. Now, I think they're rather handsome. I'm sure some of you are going to squeal and say it's nothing like the beautiful design of the 60s, but then we've moved on. And speaking of the 60s, let's go back inside the Eero Saarinen design terminal to gorgeous Fiat Cinquecento Jolly. And jolly it most certainly is. I had to fight the children to get to the car. They were jumping in and out, loving it. I mean, it just screams Italian summer holiday. You don't actually want to get caught in a storm, though, with that Surrey with a cotton fringe on top, as they say in Seven Brides for Seven Brothers. It's not going to give you any protection whatsoever. But it looks gorgeous with its stripy top, and it just looks fun and breezy and perfect to get you from the station to your hotel. As I said, you're not going to tour Italy in it, but there's lots of lovely details. And for those car spotters amongst us, there's even a little detail like the slightly different front bumper, and of course the side bumper too. It's a delight. So I can totally recommend a visit to the TWA Hotel, just for the cars alone. I loved it. Before we finish, let's take another look at the Lincoln Continental. It's such an icon. It really, really is. Unfortunately, I wasn't allowed to jump in this because I can't say I'd have stopped myself driving away. So just as well I didn't. And it is just a beautiful, beautiful thing. And that grille ornament, let's have a little closer zoom in and see it. And there's a lovely thing of the, what's it called? The gun sights, probably? It's something like that, the grille, the ornament, and the big VW logo just behind. That's lovely. But there's one little treat before we go. This cute little BMW Isetta bubble car. It's perfection. Red and white. It could have been designed for the hotel, actually. That red and white are the color schemes of the interior of the hotel. And with the blue randle, it is a gorgeous, just gorgeous. Look, I killed climbing it, and I did. It was fun, fun, fun. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this tour of the hotel and its beautiful cars. I'm taking refuge in the BMW Isetta. Maybe I'll have to drive myself home, but it'll be fun in this little beauty. I fit actually reasonably well. Look, I didn't even need to open the roof for me. Anyway, please, as ever, do comment, do like, and above all, please do subscribe. Until next time.